Hello, hope you're well. Welcome to this episode of the Loft Build. We are plasterboarding today. We're going to jump just a little bit ahead from the other episodes that you've seen because in all honesty, the external walls aren't exactly finished yet. They will be in the episode that you watched before this, but there's not enough work over there for X amount of people, so I'll just jump on a bit of plasterboarding. So what I'm going to do is do one side of each of the walls. This is the bathroom, like so, leaving the other side completely exposed. There's Mick. Hello, Mick. He's having a day off from his own garden room to do this. Leaving the entire of the back of the walls exposed, we will insulate and then plasterboard on top. So what I'm doing is, in fact, I'll turn you around and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. So it's a bit tight, so I'm hoping you can see what we're doing here. What we're doing, 6x3 sheets, and then the offcut is going elsewhere. So it's not a case of just getting this wall finished as you normally would and then moving on, because that is a full board plus an offcut, and then that offcut I'm just going round and which nib that offcut fits better. So basically what I'm trying to say is that's the offcut there. It could fit there, but then the offcut of that is too short to go on top of it. So I'm just going round to see where the best place for it to go is. That's probably there. So it's going to be a bit patchy in what we're doing. There's no real methodicalness to it. What I am doing is just one side of each wall, leaving the back exposed, where we can insulate and then plasterboard on top of that. So that is basically it, and I'm going to work my way around and do one side of all the walls, and we'll show you how we're getting on. Obviously I've got to insulate that with a bit of rock wool before I plasterboard it, and then we'll carry on. In fact, all the voids, that's okay because that will be accessible from the other side. I think going round, no, I think that's the only one that I've got to do before I plasterboard it. There we go. Oh, phone time. Just to prove the point as to why it's important, well, I say it's important, but why we sort of take our time when we're doing this sort of thing and just don't go hell for leather and just bash it all out. It's because the offcut that I showed you earlier went here, and then the offcut of that went there, which has worked out beautifully, so there's no waste there. And then around here, an offcut that we had, I measured it and I had to cut a little strip off it, which is this here. So I've cut that off it, which granted might have to go in the skip. That then meant that this full board came to here. It's a bit tight, but it's on there all right, onto that one. And then this offcut, which I've just put on, measured up, I promise you I haven't cut that. That's worked perfect. So if we just bashed it all out, that had been used up somewhere. We'll be cutting into a new board for this bit, and blah blah blah. So that's why we sort of take our time, get the less waste as possible, because it's too expensive just to smash it all out and put bits like that size in the skip and things. We will get some wastage once you start cutting triangles out of things. We'll try and cut it out there, then the offcut, see if it works on the other side, this face or whatnot, but we'll see about that. So there is waste, but minimise it wherever you can, because it's money at the end of the day. Another thing I like to do now, but I'll just tack it in with a couple of screws, and I draw a line down, and then at the end of the day I'll go around with one of my favourite tools and just put a load in all in one go. How easy that is. Nice, perfectly recessed, look. There's Mick getting on. Oh yeah. He's backing me up there, so he's insulating that and then doing the backs to my fronts, so to speak. Right, let's crack on. Just show you where we're up to. Done all this bit now. That, I'm waiting for an offcut for that, so I'm not going to cut one special for reasons that we've already gone into. And that wall's all done. Mick is in here, just finishing off stud walls there. We've got a little patras in there, but having one of these heated mirrors, so that's just gives a bit of a base to screw it onto. And there we go. And all our offcuts, our waste is in here. This is it. That was a broken one. That is it at the minute. Usable offcuts we've got is there, and that's it. The rest we've managed to utilise and get in there, which is good. Little gaps like this where I've come a bit short isn't an issue because there's a 22mm insulated plasterboard that'll go on there, which we're going to do anyway. If we cover all that, so that's where we can afford to be a little bit shy with our measurements as of here as well, but all that will get covered. Very nice. Right then, I'll go and pick the kids up, not euphemism, and I'll leave in the capable hands of Rich and Mick tomorrow. We'll see how far we get. Hello, hope you're well. New day, new week. Inspector came out on Friday, inspected, passed everything off. So we're all insulated now, as you can see, in its entirety. Completely finished. So now moving on to the plasterboarding. As you can see here. Hello, Mark. Hello. There you go. Right then, I'll turn you around, I'll show you where we're up to. Somehow. Here we go. We've done at the front and back of the bathroom. The stud wall anyway. None of the external walls are done yet because we had to wait for the inspector to come and have a look at all the insulation, I should say. And you think it is still about 3:30 on Friday, so it's just one of them. There's not a fat lot we could do, but we've done as many as the internal walls as we can. We cracked on with that. This is the stairs, behind the stairs, yet to be insulated, so we'll probably back that up today, or not too sure yet. We might concentrate on the external walls and get some of them sorted. Rich has fitted the fire door frame, which didn't need to be one, I don't think, for the bathroom, but anyway, it is one, and there'll be another one, which does need to be a fire door frame. Top of the stairs there, and then yeah, and then we'll crack on. We'll show you what we're doing as and when. How interesting can it be? But we'll have a look. Right, let's go on with it. Right, we've got the fireproof, what's it called? It's not fireproof, is it? It's fireboard. The pink stuff. Because that is the neighbour's side, semi-detached house, that's the neighbour's side, so we've got a fireboard the inside of the cheek. We haven't got a cement board the outside of it because we're using a tile hung finish. Yes, that's the word I'm after. Jesus, I'm struggling. It's warm, isn't it? It's a warm day. It's a warm day. Yeah, so that, which is non-combustible basically. So we haven't got a cement board the outside of it because it's already having a non-combustible cladding to it. It's just the inside. So there we go. We've only got to do the cheek as well, so we haven't got to do the entire wall. I'm undecided whether to go and buy some more fireboard or do that in normal. Doesn't need it because there's bricks behind that, as you've seen. The walls are getting on. Done the dormer walls now. Rich has now started the ceiling, which is a 25mm insulated plasterboard, which includes the plasterboard, so it's 9mm and quick maths. 25, take away 9, 14. Yeah, 14mm. Yeah, we'll go 14, 50. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah. Of the polystyrene underneath, and that's basically it. So we've got to carry on now throughout all the entire thing, and turn it from less of a spaceship, more of a few rooms. Beautiful. Got the bathroom done, albeit little loft cut there, as and when we get one. So this room's done, albeit beading a bit of taping. That's fine. We got all this back dormer wall done. We've got all the ceilings done, which is nice. We've got what else we've got to do today? So we've got to finish this. This is the walk-in wardrobe area, which as you can see now, if I walk you through, it's quite a nice size. So I'm in the bedroom now. There's no doorway going there. It's going to walk straight into the wardrobe. There's going to be drawers or whatever they want there. Straight into the bathroom there, or you turn this corner and there'll be more storage. You've got room to put storage in this little nook here, and then you'll have all this here to do what they want with. So it's a nice, very nice area. Yeah, so I'm going to concentrate in here today, get this finished, whilst Nick and Mark, M&M, are in here.
Look at the biggest and the oldest bloke in the world under here.
Yeah. Yeah, he insisted on it. We tried to get him out, but he won't have it. And then, as they're finishing this room, Rich has migrated south. And he's going to put these walls in, which is going to be in the next episode after this one. So he started. Say hello, Rich.
Hello.
So he started basically forming or framing the first floor. He's going to put a wall in here with a doorway there, and that will create that bedroom. And there's going to be a wall here with the door on the far side.
The door's going there, isn't it?
Doors going there, yeah. Doors going there, but the bathroom doors going by where the toilet is, to form the bathroom. And then in here, there's going to be a wall from here straight the way across to form this bedroom and this bedroom, which will be accessible by a door there. So, and once that's done, then electricians can come in, do all the first fixing, and then we can insulate, plasterboard, blah blah blah. So there we go. So we'll leave this side now, this phase of the job for Rich's episode, which we're all excited about, aren't we, Rich?
Oh yeah, I am. I'm too up, you know.
He loves it. And yes, and that's it. So we'll crack on, and then we'll show you how we get on. Master's on in a second, so we'll have a quick listen to that, and we'll get started. One thing I should explain, I think, is the foam that we've got here. There's a steel there, don't forget, ridge steel. We can't fix plasterboard fixings to, or any real fixings to it. So what we've done, we've gone as far as we can with our fixings, which is one there, and then we've foamed the actual steel, and then we've plasterboard propped it overnight, the same as what we've done here. And that's gone off solid now. I've put a bit more foam in because, in all honesty, I've got this side right, look. So this is a good example of it. So the ceiling's going to come here. I can get some longer screws now and screw them into the rafters that come down here. Which will, well, there'll be one there, look. There'll be one there. So I can get some screws through there on a bit of a skew and just secure that one. And then this plasterboard then will come up and catch it anyway, like that. If I can show you. It's not insulated plasterboard. This is just an off-cut stuff I'm using, but if it's normal plasterboard, because there's already enough insulation there, that's going to cut like that, and that's going to catch it too, and that's going to be all the way across. But full discretion, wrong word, full disclosure. I cut the cut up down here, so I'm going to foam that, and then I'm going to shape it so it's flush straight away across, and then skew it, and then plasterboard up to it, and then make all that good, tape it, ready for the plastering. So I made a mistake there, but it's not as if I don't really want to go out and buy more plasterboard. This insulated stuff, it's expensive, so I try and make good, but my issue. So there you go. Yeah, as I say, I'm going to carry on here now, and we'll get on with it. Right, end of the day, another hot one, another beautiful day. Look at that. Got some lovely weather on this job, I can't complain. Fortunately, we've been indoors for it the past couple of days though, but you can't have everything. Right then, let's show you what we've done today. It's a bit tight in here, so I've got me back up the wall, quite literally, trying to get as much in as I can. So that's all plasterboarded now, as you can see. We can't do the windows yet because the reveals of the windows, because they're obviously not in yet, but we'll sort that out as and when. What we've done, what this is going to be here, we're in the walk-in wardrobe area, and they're going to have a hatch there, like a removable panel, and I'll be able to get in and store things all the way down there. That's there. I've got a light in there for them as well. So that's all usable space. From this point on, you can see I've marked it there. From that point there, I think they're talking about having some purpose-built drawers or some kind of storage system there, be it shelves, whatever. So that's going to be left open and filled at a later date by someone else, whoever they get to make their stuff for them. So if you walk through here, This is where Mick and Mark have been most of the day. As you can see, we've continued the plasterboard underneath there. This is going to be another hatch to mirror the other side, so they can remove that and then get to stuff down that side, and then they'll have all this as well for storage, however they want it to be. This is where the bed's going to be. So Rich is going to build a wall there tomorrow, ashlar wall I believe they're called. That's going to be built tomorrow, plasterboarded, so that'll be solid. And you've got sockets. Excuse me, I just had my Greg sausage roll, end of day sausage roll, I recommend them. Sockets either side of the bed, and there's a light switch either side of the bed as well, which operates the main lights. So I can turn them on and off whilst they're in there. So there we go. So plasterboarding wise, we are very nearly there. Had a good couple of days on this. As you can see, we've done this side of the door. So tomorrow, of the wall, I beg your pardon. So tomorrow we'll insulate this, and then we'll work our way down the stairs. Can't show you too much about downstairs because that's where Richie's filming the next episode for this, and he's cracked on with that. So yeah, it's all moving on quite nicely. Morning everybody. Right then, new day. I've just gone to get some materials, come back, and the lads have built this dwarf wall behind me and plasterboard it. That's nice. We'll clear that out in a second, I'll show you what's been going on there. And then I have just been insulating the stairs, the stairwell if you like. I'm going to start plasterboarding that now, and then that should be us plasterboarded until the windows come, and until we've got the roof windows in. Then there won't be a fat lot else we can do up here, so we'll be moving our efforts downstairs, and we'll pick up where Richie's he's doing his hard work, and we'll get that sorted. So we'll crack on, and then we'll show you how we're getting on. Right then, nearing today's little task. Everyone's happy, ain't they? Yeah! You happy, Rich?
Obviously not.
Great chat. Right. We've insulated the stud walls. We've already boarded these. Look. In fact, I'll turn you around so you can see exactly what's happening. Right, there we go. Just before we cover it up, we'll just show you what we've done here. Just rock walled, just cavity insulation. That's all that is. 100mm in between all the timbers. We've done that and plasterboarded the rest of it. So that's all done. What we're going to do here is to keep all this nice and square. What Rich done, you can see here, I think he's already explained it. He's built this wall out a touch just to keep it nice in line with the stairs, because it was all out of kilter to the wall, the far wall of the house. So we'll pack that out and then dot and dab that wall and bring it up to meet that one there. So that'll be flush all the way down. So we're not going to do any more there today. As I say, do that, and then now you can see just that roof window is ever so slightly just off centre. So we've got 60mm, I believe, either side to play with. So I think we're going to end up doing is favouring this side up with it, and then packing this out so it's all nice and central to the stairs as you're coming up. And I think that's all we've got to report up to now, and then we'll be done. And we can crack on downstairs then. Oh, one thing. Oh, David Bowie's turned up. Quick before I get copyrighted. Again, while we've left this out, it's because we want these lights to be in line with that window, which will be centre. So we're not too sure where to put them yet. We're going to wait till that window's in order to do that, because we want to make it all nice and right. We've got 25mm insulated plasterboard to go there. It's a low riser or low profile Downlight, as I've already showed you. So we might have to take a little bit out of this timber here, just a little bit, but it is only spanning from the steel to there, so it's not going to full length. So it's not as important. Christ!
Oh, flipping hell.
Oh, well, they get the idea anyway. Right, we've made a decision. Means that we've got a bit of a heat wave coming from here, actually. We've got the window in over the stairwell. And what I'm going to do now is concentrate our efforts on... Turn around and show you. I'm going to get that plasterboard in now, so it's nice, it's all finished. It's not going to rain for the next few days according to Google, so fingers crossed it's correct. So we'll get that all plasterboarded, get that done, which has built a little platform for me, and then Mick and Rich. Hello. They're through there doing that one, which we'll show you at a later date, and then I'm going to do all the beading then. So plasterboard that, get it all beaded, and I can start beading all this ready for the plasterer. Crikey. Look like I'm auditioning for Kiss. Right, at the end of the day, and we are all plasterboarded. Well, I thought I was. Windows are in, done all around them. But you'll see them on an upcoming episode in a bit more detail. But I'm just going round, just checking out my handiwork. To put a couple of beads on, but I'm not too sure how the plasterer is going to want them doing, so I've left them off. He can do them. There's some more handiwork, and I noticed, oh no, I haven't done the ceiling. We left that out, didn't we? Because we wanted to make sure that this downlight went in the middle of the window there, so to wait for the window to go in, which it is, and it was all measured. And now I've done this. I've just had to take a little bit out of the joist there, which isn't a problem because this doesn't span the full width now. It only spans from the steel there to this wall here, which is built off the steel below there. You saw us in the previous episode fire that in just down there, so we're good. I only 10 mil out just to help us with these, make sure that our downlights can actually get in there. So that's that. What I've also done is make a hole much bigger than where it needs to be, because if I just show you in here, in fact I'll turn you around so you can see. That's the downlights that we're going to be using, as you've seen in the previous episode. Or if you haven't, go back and watch it. Make sure you subscribe while you're there. This is the insulating plasterboard that's going on. So as you can see, if it focuses, we only need a little bit out of that joist, or that rafter I should say, which will kill me, because the plasterboard more or less takes up all the space that we need. So that's that. But it's got this big transformer on it, which needs to go somewhere, and all the others that we've done, you can sit on top, it's not an issue. But here it can't, because it's going to go about there, I reckon. So it's just going to kiss that rafter. So I've took more out here, so the transformer, if I can do it one-handed, can just be pushed up once the hole's cut out the plasterboard, and it can sit well out of the way there. And our light can sit, if I can do it, just there, like so. If you can see that, like that. So that's that. So I'll plasterboard that, and then that's done, and then that's the plasterboarding video done, and we're happy because it's all done. Well, when you cock up, you've got to be honest, don't you? In a total less haste, more speed situation, with an enormous spiel about the light and taking a little bit out of timber and explain all that, blah blah blah. I've only gone and plasterboarded it without measuring where it was. So it's a mystery now, isn't it? So I've had to go through the videos that I've just took and count the squares on the insulation. The insulation here, look. Each one of these squares is 100 mil. So where the cables come down, I was 4 squares away. So I've measured 400 mil. I've also done a couple of holes there because I didn't even mark where the steel was, which I should have done anyway. So my last hole there is just past the steel. So I've worked out where the steel was. And then I've had to measure what I cut out of the insulation, cross-reference it with how many squares I was away and blah blah blah. So I think I've found it, and I think that it is 880 from this wall, and I know it's in the middle, so I know that much because of the window which we've gone through. So I'm 880 from this wall here, I believe, and then that should be it. What an idiot. Oh, and also I'll cut this hole out in the wrong place. I'm not a plaster over fine, but less haste, more speed. Less haste, more speed. Right, that's it then. It's late. I'm hungry. Family are waiting. I'm going to spend some time with them. Nice. Right then, have a good weekend, and I will see you soon on the next one. Bye bye. In fact, I won't see you. The clue you are.